Welcome back, guys. E3 on Twitch. I'm here with Ezekiel, DJ Tech Live, and in between, introduce yourself.
I'm Chris Odie. I'm the level design director on Hunt.
And I'm Angela Castro. I'm the product manager.
Hunt Showdown, a game that many of you have been playing a lot of, and now I have been. And can you go ahead and start telling us a little bit about the game for the audience that is interested and haven't really gotten a chance to jump in early access?
So Hunt is a competitive first-person monster hunting game. So we got 10 players in a map, and they're all hunting down the same target. You start off, you recruit a hunter. You're going to be looking for clues, all finding the target, trying to get the the bounty, banish the guy, grab it, and escape. Everyone's fighting against each other. Everyone's trying to get that bounty. There's only one or two available, 2 targets max. We've got 1 or 2. We have a spider guy called the Spider.
Oh yeah, that thing is terrifying.
Yeah,
we hear that a lot.
Yes, and then we have a guy called the Meathead and the Butcher.
The
Butcher. I always
Butcher.
call him Meathead. I'm so
I was like,
sorry.
did you change your name on me?
Yeah. We have the Butcher, so he's a little bit more hardcore.
Right.
But yeah, that's it.
Absolutely. When it comes, and the thing about the bounties is, it's not like, okay, we beat a team, we can grab the bounty, and we're safe.
Yeah.
It's danger all the way to the finish line.
Yeah. So when you actually get the bounty, is that every other player can see you, right? They're going to see exactly where you are, they see exactly where you're coming from, and they're going to try to hunt you down. So the game is built a lot around the idea of tension. So we have a lot of audio cues, a lot of visual clues that you can see what other people are, where they're coming from, and you're constantly on edge trying to figure out where these guys are. You go around a corner at any minute, you could be a dead man. So.
Oh my goodness. Jesus. As intense as it is, you talked about some new things.
Some new things are coming, yeah. We're actually seeing new footage. This is exclusive right now on Twitch. This is the first time you guys probably have seen this.
Yes, we haven't shown this before.
No, this is all new. So this is the flare gun you're seeing right now. This is a new item. It's going to be able to light up the nights a lot. You can see it right now lighting up AI, so it's pretty flexible. It's not going to take up a weapon slot. This is our Tomahawks trait, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah. So the world weapons we have will actually be weapons that you can throw. You can pick them up and kind of launch them. We had these world weapons before that didn't have super much use in the game, but these can now be thrown and used as ranged weapons as well.
And also a lot of people on Discord have been asking us, when can I throw this hatchet?
So what you're going to see here, this is the hive bomb. So this is like the attack that the hive does.
Oh my God.
You can use it yourself. So it's like a homing weapon.
Yes.
It'll kind of zero in on these guys and chase them down. And you can kind of use the antidote to get rid of the poison effect if it comes to you.
You will see in a bit.
Yeah, that'll happen in a second, actually. Yeah.
I honestly thought you said hype bomb.
The hype bomb, yeah.
You throw it and it's like Darude Sandstorm starts playing like.
It really gives away your position, which is.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think you throw it at another player and the hype surrounds them and.
Yeah, a lot of fireworks going off.
But you mentioned your Discord and people talking to you. I actually wanted to know. I wrote this down. You've made improvements to the game. Take us through that process. And I'm assuming like fan communication has something to do with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we launched the game on early access on February 22nd. And we have, of course, besides our social media channels, we listen to our people on Discord. We have over 20,000 people just every day there talking. So it's pretty intense, but we're all there a lot of the time. So we're always listening. We also have a feedback platform where people can submit ideas.
User voice.
And people can vote on their ideas. So it's really cool for us to quantify what people want. So we sit together, from the marketing team, from the community managers, we sit with the development team, and we try to turn all of these ideas or all of these, for example, game balancing suggestions into actionable items that we can put into the roadmap.
Yeah.
So we are always working together when trying to figure out, okay, what do we prioritize? We have all these ideas for the game ourselves, but we know that we have to add all of this cool stuff that the community wants.
I mean, a few things that you're not going to see in the video that we're actually adding coming from community kind of requests. Right now, we're going to talk also a little bit about a new feature that is not shown here called the boost. So this is a huge change to the game at the moment.
Like a literal boost? Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. So what we had is we wanted to address the idea of camping around the boss targets, right?
Okay.
So if you played it a lot, that people often sit around. They would rather just wait for people to go in and do the hard work, and then you kind of
go in at the end. Yes.
So the idea right now is that if you go in and you're the one that takes the target down, you do the banish, you've taken the risk. When you grab that bounty, you're going to get what we call the boost, and what it does is it changes your dark vision for we give you a pool of time that you can spend when you want. And what it does is it will make sure that your dark vision shows up the positions of other players within a radius, right? So within 100, 150 meters, you're going to see where other teams are, right? So you can plan your escape and you can figure out how to get out there in the best way. Now, that is a limited thing. It's not going to last forever. You're not going to see players across the map, but it's going to give you a bit of an advantage and an edge. And internally, we found that players were really eager to get in and do the the kill and get the banish themselves, right?
Yes.
It could be also in the future that we will allow that if you drop a bounty and it still has a charge left on it, then you pick it up, you'll still get what's left of the charge, and you can use it to kind of see the positions of other players and stuff like this. But it was a big game changer for us. So we're really excited to see what people think of that and their reaction to it, and get
We'll
some
be
time.
showing it very soon. So.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah. We also are introducing a few features that players were demanding as well. Spectator mode is coming.
Oh my goodness.
If
Yeah,
you're dead,
Yes.
no one wants to look at the sky anymore, right? When you're dead, you want to see your buddy and see what he's seeing.
Yes.
So if you're in a team, you'll be able to see through his eyes. We're
Through
also
the death screen as well.
The death screen,
You'll
yeah.
be able to see who killed you,
So
what
like
weapon killed
replay.
you.
So you had to crow in
yeah.
the sky, or
yeah.
Like and how far away they were, all that stuff.
So there's two features. One will come later, which is what you just described, like the replay thing,
Yeah.
like the end of session thing. That's a lot kind of more down the road for us.
Okay.
Immediately right now, we just want to show who killed you, how far away they
great.
were, with what weapon, so players can understand a bit like what the situation was at the time, right? And then the final thing we have is the looting. So looting was really high up on the wish list for players. We've introduced like our first version of it, which is going to be you can pick up ammo off dead hunters. If you took a consumable
Great.
in, then there's a chance as well that you can pick the consumable up
Awesome.
and get it replaced.
that was definitely huge.
Yeah.
Very cool. Just as I just want to know if you have a count since the game started in early access, how many updates, big updates has it got through?
I don't know,
Big
like
updates?
several. I'd say we had.
Bigger updates, I would say about 3, because we had the performance patch, which was one of our first big main patches, and it was a performance update, so we were focusing mostly on that. And right after, we had a content patch, like patch 1, and it was a bit weird to call it content patch because it was not that it was only content, and from now on we are not doing only performance or only content. We're trying to mix everything up because we have different teams working on different things.
Yeah.
Sure.
So we're able to actually mix both of them the stuff together. And the last big update was we added scopes to the game.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know a couple
insights.
people are going to be excited about that.
And we also, I mean, we had like kind of these long time periods between patches, like 6-7 weeks, and we thought that's not getting content out quickly enough. We wanted to get smaller things and just deliver them more quickly. So now we're shipping patches every couple of weeks. We did a huge update on the performance side of things, the back-end stability, and did a lot of improvements on that. So
Speaking of that, patch 1.5 is what we're going off of right now. You have some key features that a lot of people were asking for, especially me. Audio was a big thing for me because I use like stereo surround sound stuff. And when you hear a bullet, hit something, you want to know what direction it came from. So you guys made some improvements on audio, and what's some other stuff that you added?
I mean, the stuff that we just basically went through, the spectator mode and stuff, is going to come real soon. We're not giving actual specifically date that's going to be, just because it might be a few days here and there, and we don't want to. It will be really, really, really soon. It will come incrementally, but we're not going to put any specific time on that. Another thing I just forgot is we will be giving more information soon about another map.
You read my mind because you knew it was coming.
Yeah.
I was like, roadmap down the line, a little loose.
It's again something players were really asking a lot about, like when are we going to get new maps, new content, stuff like that.
New maps,
so,
new hunts,
yeah, there will be a map.
mercenaries.
Yeah, we'll do that.
It's coming, guys. They know. They already know.
Is there like, because with video gamers, sometimes they have a tendency to get outlandish and stuff like that. What has been the oddest request to put in the game that has gained some traction?
Oh God. The oddest request, I don't know. I mean, none of them are really odd.
No.
They're not? Okay.
No,
Okay.
the community is like amazing at suggesting stuff. They have some really cool ideas. Like I know that they've discussed werewolves a lot.
And that's what I was gonna say. That people want werewolves, or that they want like a pet wolf that reveals the location of other people. That again, like sniff people out.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, we have hellhounds in the game, and they're
Okay.
pretty scary.
Yeah,
You
oh,
don't
yeah.
want to get close to
No,
them.
those things do not play.
Yeah.
Oh, we
no.
buffed them recently as
Oh,
well. Yeah,
what?
Yeah.
They were already destroying you?
Yeah, yeah. Now they're gonna get double destroyed.
Gosh.
Okay, so I haven't. I'll be totally honest with you. I haven't had a chance to check out the game yet. How do I jump into this? Like, say I don't have any friends. I do though,
Yes, plenty.
but I want to jump in and play. What do I do?
The best place you can go if you need a buddy to play with is go to the Discord. There's so many players there who will help you out, like join up with you, go out there, and it makes it a much better experience when you have a friend there. You're talking to them, you're kind of learning how things are. The community we have right now is actually friggin' amazing. Those guys are like super awesome. They're always helping people out, like getting people into the game and discussing stuff with them, teaching them how to play. It's been awesome. So I would say grab on the Discord, get on there, talk to people, hook up, and go play it.
Do you guys have voice chat rooms and stuff like
Oh,
that
yeah,
for
yeah,
people?
yeah.
Yeah,
for
for
people to play
Discord,
in?
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
you provide the whole thing.
Whole
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
That's great. Well, guys,
We
thank
even
you.
have guys that created their own channels for their different kind of languages.
Oh,
So like we have Swedish channels, we have Portuguese channels, we have Spanish.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you so very much. The last bit, where can they find it really quick?
HuntShowdown.com. We're on Steam.
All right, well, thank you. Well, guys, don't go anywhere. We have more content coming your way. Stay put.